The second part of our PechaKucha night is about to begin with our next presenter. Decades ago, a very famous Turkish poet named Orhan Veli Kanık wrote a poetry named I'm listening to Istanbul with my eyes closed. You know, the winds, the waves around, and cool breeze and stuff like this. Everybody thought that he's closing his eyes to concentrate on the sounds. No, he just couldn't stand still the ugly cityscape of Istanbul. He just skipped Istanbul. Close his eyes. I can't stand this ugly city. I'm just listening. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Do you know how he died? Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. He died at the age of 36 by falling in a hole that is dug by the city hall. Yes, the government killed him. He loved the city. Maybe he couldn't stand seeing it. Maybe he was walking with the eyes closed. I don't know. He just fell in the hole and at the age of 36. May he rest in peace. We're now imagining tonight a better city, a more beautiful, a more livable city. Our next presenter is an artist, photography artist. He has a company named after his own name. He's an artist using photography as an expression and a research tool. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to present his Nature Calls presentation from Murat Germen Photography, Mr. Photography. No, Mr. Murat Germen. Welcome.
Second time.
Second time. Time is the best.
Okay.
But always remember the first.
Actually, I didn't write this. It's not Murat Germen Photography, just Murat Germen. Anyway, yeah, they say it all started like this. You know, the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, the beautiful garden, fruit trees and everything, and then the obvious result, obviously, the humankind. And then it turned into this. This is Istanbul. These are my photographs. These are some croppings from a series called Metamorphosis. And it's a forest of concrete buildings, I guess. And there's no Adam, no Eve. And this is the center of all this big mess. This is actually Taksim Square, and I'm going to concentrate on Taksim Square tonight. It used to be a water distribution center. It accommodates the Monument of the Republic. It's the main transportation hub in this city, very important place. And previously, it used to accommodate artillery barracks built in 1806, which was transformed into a stadium in 1921, and it happens to be the first football stadium, closed 1939, demolished 1940. And this is after the demolition of the barracks, and these are some aerial views, aerial photographs showing how the square turned into something that is sort of nothing. And this is relatively more recent, and the great quote from Ömer Kanıpak. This most public moments of this space may be experienced during the protest gatherings, a space of conflicts, a showcase of power, a plateau of ambitions. I think these are all great definitions of the place. Just quoting what's here from Wikipedia. Taksim Square Massacre on 1st of May 1977, International Labor Day celebrations, wave of political violence, and unfortunately casualties of about 40 people killed. And this is actually the ruling party's unbelievable project about Taksim Square, and they first wanted to demolish Atatürk Cultural Center flanking the square, and there were severe reactions, and then they stepped back and now the cultural center is empty. Not being used. And now they have two new projects, which is actually first of them is the rebuilding of the demolished artillery barracks, and the second one is burying the roads underground. And the new building to be rebuilt is supposed to be a shopping mall sort of thing. And now I'm going to show you some beautiful examples of urban parks in various cities of the world. This is Central Park in New York, opened in 1857, 35 million visitors annually, beautiful aerial, amazing events, ice skating, Bon Jovi, it's not my favorite group, but anyway, a Bon Jovi concert, and great picnicking happening in the park. And some other beautiful events that I didn't cover here. And this is Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, beautiful, amazing place, 20% larger than Central Park in New York, 5 kilometers long, 5 kilometers by the way, and it's also adjacent to Haight-Ashbury, which used to be a very popular hippie place years ago. And these are some views from inside the park. There is a beautiful arboretum. I've been to this place in person. Again, a great concert event, and one of the most beautiful museum buildings built so far, the Young Museum. This is Hyde Park, obviously, of London, famous for its Speaker's Corner, traditional location for mass demonstrations, just like Taksim Square, by the way. Contiguous with Kensington Gardens, larger than the Principality of Monaco in combination, and smaller than New York's Central Park. Some beautiful views from inside again. That's the aerial, and these are some great events you can enjoy in the park. Pedal boat riding. One of the most beautiful and most known galleries in the world, Serpentine Gallery. This is Stanley Park in British Columbia, Vancouver. 8 million visitors every year. About 9 kilometers of seawall path. 500,000 trees, hundreds of years old. Amazing place. Have been there again in person. That's the beautiful aerial. Great activities you can enjoy, bike riding, you can enjoy the sunbathing, swimming activities, and you can also happen to see some cultural activities by various groups. So this is Taksim Square again. Very briefly, there's no large-scale urban park in Istanbul. Most of the present green areas are not interconnected, and they are fragmented, just like our society, unfortunately. Present parks do not usually offer suitable environments for events, and present parks do not offer enough services for food and stuff. And this is actually just a collage that I did. This is Central Park, and this is the large urban area that I designated in Istanbul, and just did a collage. This is not a serious study at all, so don't take it very seriously. It needs to be studied in detail. Yeah, I mean, this is what the saying in English, nature calls, means. I am just trying to attract attention to the fact that we don't have enough natural environments in Istanbul's urban setting, actually, and this is why I was trying to attract your attention. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, questions?
Any questions about the Istanbul Central Park? Bahçe-i Merkeziye. Değil mi? Olur herhalde. Any questions? Yes. Mr. Don Corleone, please ask. Where is your cat?
I think everybody in Istanbul is complaining from the lack of parks and green. But why can't we do anything about it? It seems that we complain and complain and complain and complain, and all the governments that go and come, they carry on with their own agenda. So is there any hope of changing this? Is it legal, political, sociological, or what? I'm very curious because I'd really like to see that dream of yours come true. But I'm very pessimistic about it. So what idea do you have about this?
Actually, maybe it's going to be sort of a long answer, but even though we are supposed to be descendants of the Ottoman Empire, the Turkish Republic is a very new one. We're a very young country, and unfortunately, our minds are very confused, and there's a lot of fragmentation in the society. There is, leftist, rightist, or religious fundamentalist, or laicist, and there are a lot of fragmentation that's going on, and that I'm very much complaining about this situation. And I think the same is valid with the greens that we have. Actually, if you count the square meterage or square footage of the green parks, we probably have enough, but they are all fragmented, and they are all used by different types of people. Again, fragmented just like our society. So I think the only way is to get united. I mean, this is what we lack in Turkey. I think that's a major problem. The various segments of the society, they do not get united. They are always opposite sides. And when we look at other places, like developed countries, you don't see that much of a fragmentation. And this is why you also see probably such large urban parks that happen to guest everybody, not just a single group of people. So I think that's how we're going to go. We have to unite.
One more question, please. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is an architect, really, and a partner at TAK Architekten.